and people are like, okay, so can I use henna and rice water? And what if I'm using them in the same week? Is that too much? Also, where does shea butter fit into this? Can I use onion juice? And what about the MSM? Like, how do I marry these all together? Hey beautiful, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, I am mad hyped about a new series that we're going to be releasing. One of the things that you guys ask me about the most is, where do I start? That question comes up time and time again. I think we're at like 200 videos or thereabouts now, and people are like, okay, so can I use henna and rice water? And what if I'm using them in the same week? Is that too much? Also, where does shea butter fit into this? Can I use onion juice? And what about the MSM? Like, how do I marry these all together? And do I have to use all of them in order to get results? We are going to be looking at that in this series. We're going to be looking at ways to maximize and get on that hashtag beast mode hair growth life. The principles that you need to include in your regimen, and the fact that actually once you've included those principles, it's up to you what you utilize within those principles, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be talking to you about the different types of oils, the light ones, the heavy ones, the ones that are good for infusing. And then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to use this oil because that meets my goals or my expectations of what I would like to do. And then I might talk about herbs and talk to you about what I like and what's great about each different herb. And at the end of that, you choose the one herb that you want to utilize. And I'm going to talk to you about mixing deep conditioners, what you can add, what you can include. And then you're going to step away and be like, okay, so this is going to be my key thing that I use. And in that way, hopefully you'll be able to build up a competent, cohesive routine that is going to help you to meet your hair goals. So it's really super exciting, and I think my channel has been crying out for it for a really long time. Just a way for you to organize your thoughts. So if you say decide you're going to be using henna, you could then look up all of the henna tutorials that I have listed and decide how you would like to use henna in your regimen. I hope that makes sense. So the 6 pillars that you need in order to make your hair thrive and retain length are: 1, you need to be oiling your hair on a regular basis. 2, you need to be deep conditioning with every single wash. 3, you need to make sure that your hair and your scalp are suitably cleansed. You might want to be going for a complete reset, in which case you do a deep clean, or you might want to go for a co-wash, which is a lot more gentle, but of course your hair must be cleansed. The other thing that you're going to need to do is incorporate something that is going to strengthen your hair. For most people, if their hair is balanced, they will need some kind of an element to ensure that their hair is strengthened. So that includes things like rice water, or that might be an Ayurvedic herb, or that might be shea butter, for example. So that would be the other thing that you need to include. And then 5th, you want to include something that is going to nourish your hair from the inside and the outside as well. And the final thing is protecting your ends. Don't get me wrong, you can actually retain length and grow your hair out by deep conditioning, applying oil, and protecting your ends. Like, there's so many different ways to do this. It does not have to be mega complicated. But if you're after quick results, you want to maximize your potential and your hair growth, then utilize these 6 basic principles. What's really exciting about this series, guys, is guess what? After I drop each video, you and I are actually in real time going to do the activity. So let's say in 3 days time, which is the case, at 9 p.m, the next video drops on oiling the hair and scalp and how to utilize oils, you and I are going to hop on at 10 p.m. on my Instagram live and in my Facebook group, and I'm going to be taking your questions as I oil my hair and you do the exact same using the principles that I've shown you in the video. So it's so exciting. There's a polished video for your reference, and there's also going to be lives that you can go back and look at. I'm going to be pinning them in my highlights so that you can actually check out that, so that you can actually see it being done in real time and see the common questions that I get asked answered. So I think this is going to be explosive for our community. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to yield some amazing results. So if you want to be involved, make sure that you are subscribed, make sure you hit the notification every 3 days for 7 videos. So this is the introduction. There's going to be 6 different principles that are going to be dropped. We're going to be releasing a video. So I'm super excited. You guys know when to come, 9 p.m. You guys know when to go to the live, 10 p.m. and we're gonna get some results, guys. I'm so hyped. If you're hyped, then you need to let me know in the comments section below. Also, for when I film the future videos in those 6 topics, what questions or what things do you want me to address in those that are like burning questions, because that will really help to guide me in information that I choose to share, because there is really a lot of information to be shared and we can get this thing popping. This is exciting. Never have I done this before. Yeah, anyway, I've chatted for enough of your life. I'm sorry, you're not going to get that time back.